Hi, I'm Nan Simonsen. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach. I've worked with a lifestyle medical practice for 8 years. I have been whole food plant-based for 8 years, which is one of the pillars of lifestyle as medicine. And I've got a simple salad to show you that is so nutritious, so delicious, and yet so easy. It was inspired by Dr. Brooke Goldner's Goodbye Lupus, Hello Delicious. And it is, gosh, what, 4 ingredients? This is what it looks like in her book. I am going with, the ingredients are red cabbage, mango, apple, and a little bit of lime. That's it. It's best when it sits a while, so I'm doing it in advance of lunch. And although the quantities of ingredients are different from what is in the book, in general, what we're doing is matching the amount of mango to red cabbage. The book is at 7 ounces of each. I have a mango. If you're not familiar with mango, this is what they look like. This one is a bunny mango. The little tag was on it. I like Keat, K-E-I-T mango, and there are a number that I've come to love. I'm not crazy about Tommies. They're a little bit stringy. I'm not going to cut into this. This one was beautifully ripe, deep color, juicy. This one is too firm and I would just waste it if I did that. But what I do with my mangoes is that I peel them and then I cut along. There's a seed that's about like this, well, about like that. It's just a flat seed, and cut along the top, cut along, flip it over, cut along the bottom, and once you've had it peeled, you just chop it up, and that's what I do. Some people, I did this in the past a lot, you can still do it, cut a unpeeled mango, make sure it's washed whether you do it this way or not, along the seed, and then take that half and score it inside the skin with horizontal and vertical lines, and then flip it out. It looks really cool. And then you can cut along the skin. So a couple of ways to do it. But for a small dice like this, I prefer to peel it and then cut it. And a red cabbage is one of the healthiest vegetables you can have. This deep red color, purple color, is the indicator that it's loaded with anthocyanins, the thing that makes blueberries such a popular fruit berry because of its deep rich color, and the anthocyanins have been shown to be one of the best antioxidants that we can have, even anti-carcinogens. Well, that's especially true with some vegetables that are called sulforaphanes, the cruciferous, which tend to have sulforaphanes. So this is just a superfood. I've already started my dicing. This is so simple. We're just dicing our cabbage. We're making a slaw out of it. You can make it bigger chunks, smaller chunks. I weighed this one, it's 12 ounces. I've got 12 ounces of mango from the mango I use. You can't count on how much it's going to be, but in general, I figured, well, I'll keep to the recipe because I wanted to honor that recipe. In that I would use the same amount, and I'm using the amount that I got from my mango. Well, our mango, a nutritious addition to this salad? Heck yeah. Mangoes are loaded with vitamin C. They have vitamins A and K, and they are beautiful. The combination of a sweet and a savory, and the red cabbage has a slightly sweet flavor, I think, as well. Okay, that's good enough. And there. I'm going to add the mango. Grab a spoon. And, oh, this is going to be so pretty. You could see from the photo that the red of the cabbage sort of bleeds into the mango, but that's just fine. I'm going to now add a little bit of, it's a little less than a quarter of the weight. So just a few ounces of apple. I'm not going to worry about measuring or weighing that. I'll just use about a half of an apple. And this one, what is this? This is one of the sweeter apples. I took the tag off. Cosmic something. Anyway, I think I got a bag of them organic at Costco. And because apples stay well in the refrigerator, they can last a long time, even though there's only 2 of us here. I could use a bag of 8 apples, and they've served me well. Oh, Cosmic Crisp. I think that's what they're called. Okay. Add that. And then I'm going to put a squeeze of, well, let me cook this first, a squeeze of lime. For 7 ounces, I would use a half of a lime, and, excuse me, I don't want it to be too tart, but I'm going to use more than a half, of course, because I've got I haven't quite doubled the original recipe, but it's more than just a half. I'm going to use some of this, and then I'm going to use the rest of it over my something I'm making for dinner tonight that does require lime. Okay, now add a little bit of salt, and yes, Dr. Goldner does recommend salt. Not because we have to have it in terms of our cardiovascular system, and that's what a lot of people worry about, but on her protocol, where we are instructed to have at least 96 ounces, unless somebody has a medical challenge that doesn't allow them to process water well, and then she works with them for that. But we do use salt because at 96 ounces of fluid a day, we would wash out so much of our sodium and electrolytes that could cause a problem, and that has to be replaced to a degree. Okay, this is it. Look at how pretty this is. I can't wait to crunch into this at lunch. And I am going to go ahead, I'll even use this little wooden spoon, and try a bite of it. Wow, that's so nice. Yay, can't wait for lunch. So I have this beautiful nutritious lunch. I don't think I'll eat all of it, but I'll eat a lot of it. I know my husband will want some. Shout out to Hello or Goodbye Lupus, Hello Delicious. The Hello or the Goodbye Lupus part of her cookbook, her first book, Goodbye Lupus, her second book, Goodbye Autoimmune, is her salute to having on her own with her protocol, and that's why she has shared it since then, said goodbye to lupus that she had for, I believe it was from the time she was 16 for 12 years. And hers was well, it dominated her life in terms of illness. She was so sick, and she was able to recover by changing her diet and lifestyle, and that's what she teaches. And why am I doing it? I've got some health numbers I wasn't crazy about, although I've been whole food plant-based, and I've even done her protocol in the past. In the last year and a half, something about what I'm doing, it may be an allergic response to something I'm eating that's otherwise healthy, I don't know. A couple of health numbers came up, but also I had surgery on my knee, and it's just still sore after almost 6 months. That's called inflammation usually, unless there's just something that just didn't heal right and it's causing friction. But inflammation is a part of all of that. And already, and this is what happened the first time I did her protocol, this was pre-surgery on this knee, and that's a year and a half ago. No, actually it was September of 2024, and this is June of 26. I did her protocol, and within 3 months, the pain was gone on the knee way before surgery. That's why it took me so long to get around to doing surgery. It didn't hurt, but I think I kept pounding it, and you don't fix the meniscus on your own. In any case, that's the other thing that's happened. This has been 3 weeks. I could barely sleep at night. It was aching so much. Now I am riding my bike and feeling great. There's still some soreness that's not completely gone, but very different from when I started, all because of food. You can hear more or learn more by going to goodbyelupus.com and see what I'm talking about, and I'm all done. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed this new salad to add to your repertoire, and have a great day. I know I'm going to. Bye-bye. Oops.